Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Wednesdays, I have dedicated to Christmas and holiday making, so I can get kind of caught up and be prepared for all of the different holidays this year. Today, I am not going to be making a card. I am going to be making a lantern gift box, and I'm using this is Divinity Designs Luminous Lantern. And I have already cut them out because this is quite a delicate die cut with lots of little pieces. And I'm going to be making a hexagonal die cut. And I see there's a piece I missed, so we'll get that up. So I've cut 5 sides of that already. And then the design only calls for 1 base, but I have cut 2. And then I have cut some other pieces parts. I will be using the Poinsettia foliage, and I might possibly be using these leaves. This is from Spellbinders Stocking Full of Joy Large Die of the Month for July of 2023, and I have already cut those out. And then I'll be using the poinsettias from Spellbinders APG Die of the Month from October 2022, the poinsettia envelope, and that's what that looks like. I'm just using the poinsettia flowers from that. And I will be using a tag die from GinaK Designs. I have cut out the second smallest from the decorative tags from GinaK Designs because I want to put a tag on my lantern. And then I'm going to use some sayings, and I'm not sure which ones, whichever ones I can get to fit on this card. It might be Merry Christmas, Christmas wishes, Happy Christmas. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the tag yet. So I'm just going to set these aside. And then I have some gold. This is some old Needloft craft cord, and it's a bright gold. I use this when I work with plastic canvas. I'm just going to use that to tie this all together. And we're going to start by putting together our box. Now this comes with everything already pre-folded for you. But I do have my bone folder here. And I'm going to fold the flaps in and crease them down. And then this one's going to get folded this way. And then the side flaps in. I believe the side flaps will go in. Yes, like that. So we're going to do that on all 5 of the pieces. Now you can make a 4-sided box with this die. That is included. This is the front. These pieces you can take out, so you could have just had a plain box, but I like the pattern in them. And then the base can either be a square if you're using 4 panels, or the hexagon if using 5 panels. And I'm using 5 panels. This box I have not made before. And there's a piece that didn't get poked out. So we will either succeed, I will either succeed or fail while you are watching. I imagine this could be used for a whole bunch of different holidays. Can you imagine this done in black with Halloween decorations? I think that would be kind of awesome. You could fill it with candies, or you could even put a little lantern inside, like a little battery-operated tea light. I think that would be cool. Once I get all of these folded, then I'll see how we can fit this together. Tried to fold a side that didn't have a fold. apologize for my nails. I think since I started this channel and I'm crafting every day using inks, I think my poor fingernails have a permanent ink stain on them. Okay, now let's start piecing this together and see how it works. I will be using double-sided tape. This is about, this is a 1/4 inch wide. And I'm just going to lay that down on the side fold flaps here. And I'm using a tear tape. And I'm going to put some on the bottom fold, but I won't peel that one off yet. I want to get 2 sides put together to see if, well, let me cut that one. If putting the 2 sides together is going to work. If I mess up from the beginning, then no point in continuing with all the other pieces. And I'm just going to cut that at an angle. Okay, now I'm going to burnish down the side pieces. And we're going to take one off for now, just to see if I can get this together. All right, so I believe you take the side that has the flap to a side that doesn't have the flap. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on this to give myself a little playroom. Just a little. Because I want to get this right to the edge. And I believe I've moved my camera down so you can see the end of my workstation. Okay. Aha! We've got, all right, so I will put the tape on the rest of the pieces here now. And I'm just going to continue cutting it at an angle. It is tear tape, but I think this is just going to work better. As my fingers this morning want to mangle everything up rather than tearing it nice and clean and straight. The longest part will be decorating, so I'm not quite sure how I want to do that yet. This is our last piece. Other than I know I want poinsettias and a tag on it. Okay, now let's burnish these down. Okay, now okay, come on, tape. And again, I'm going to put just a little bit of liquid glue on it. I need to bring my glue holder over so I remember to put it back in. All right. Got to line up the top, the bottom, and the sides all at the same time. Get that extra glue off. Oh, that looks good. All right, let's do another one. Divinity Designs has a lot of little boxes and containers like this. They used to do trade shows or conventions, and this is where I got this a couple years ago at a scrapbook convention. But they don't do in-person shows anymore, so you really can't see their products in actual use. That's what I like about the scrapbooking rubber stamping shows. You can see the product and see what the finished design looks like and all of the wonderful ways that people put things together, and just their creative process makes you go, oh, I think I could do that. So you buy the die. And I have not used it. So this is the very first time I've used this die. So I'm hoping I can inspire others to try things that maybe they bought but haven't used. Or if they see something they like, and I don't know if this particular item is still available, but I'm almost positive it is. I can't see that this beautiful little box would go out of stock, but you never know. Sometimes they have limited runs. I will check before I post this video, and I will have in the description below if this is still available or not. I'm organizing all of my supplies, and in the process, I am finding things I haven't used and want to give it a go. Oh, look at that. Oh my. Okay, now I need to figure out how I'm going to do the bottom. So let's take off all the tabs. I want to put a piece on the outside and then down on the inside so that the bottom is a little thicker and a little bit more sturdy. Oh, I'm liking this box. This is so pretty. Can you imagine? Oh, if only my mom were still alive. Decorating this up with pretty little flowers for, oh, I lost the tip off my cap. All right. For Mother's Day, that would be awesome. Just a little liquid glue to give me a little leeway. Now, aha, it fell in my lap. I might as well take this part off because that no longer works. All right, now how are we going to get this down? I guess we do one side at a time. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought. Okay, now I'm just going to take my bone folder, which is really not made of bone. I'm not sure why they call it a bone folder, other than they used to be made out of bone. Now, I'm going to take this piece and put glue on the back. That way it'll cover up the seam on the inside and make this just a hair sturdier than it would be normally. Fold my flaps this way for a moment. And let's get this piece in here. Okay. Oh, you know, I might need to make it just a hair narrower on each side. I didn't think of that because this is the dimensions to fit the outside of the box. I'm just going to trim a smidge from each side. If I would have thought of this in advance, I have different hexagon dies. I could have seen which one would have worked, but I didn't know till now. Yes, that's better. And burnish that down. Oh, I love this box. Okay, now to put my, well, let's put some string through it and then I will decorate. I don't know how much I'm gonna need to make a nice little bow. I'm not very good at bow making. We'll try about 21 inches. Now, do I go in and out? Up one side and down the other? Said I'm not great at bow making. Maybe I should just go straight through. So this has to come like this then. Let's see how that'll look if I put it together. No, I'm just gonna put it like this. Yeah, that works much better. That way these little side flaps stay inside the box. Because the way I had it before, the flaps were wanting to come to the outside. Okay, now let's pull a little bit of this through. Oh, yes. Very nice. All right, I'm just going to do a little, just a slip knot there, just to... Okay, now let's decorate this up. Get a piece of scratch paper here. Done with my bone folder. And these little scraps can go in the bin. All right, now... I got some alcohol ink markers. I'm going to use G364 Seedling Green for the greenery. I don't know how many I'm going to use. I cut more than I thought I might use, just in case. Now you could have cut these out of the color cardstock you wanted. You could do ink blending. I just chose to go the simpler route for me this morning because I didn't think that box would go together as nicely as it did. I was wrong. I'll color 4 of these. I'm not sure I'm going to use the other leaves, so I'm going to leave them uncolored at the moment, but I am going to color the poinsettias next. Okay. And I'll do 3 flowers for now. And I need the larger pieces. So that's 2 large, 2 medium. The 3rd medium, 3rd large. And you see, I cut these out of scraps, so they're not all the same color, and that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. And I'm just going to use my favorite red, R872 Tomato. This is about the only real true red in this line of alcohol inks that I have found. Some of the reds are more brick red or orangey red. And those are all okay. but this is my vision for poinsettias, and when I'm looking for red, this is the color red I want. I love mixing kits together. That's why I use the stems from one, the flowers from another. Okay, let's see if I missed any coloring here. Looks good for now. Now, let's see. If this is where I'm going to put my tag, I think I'm going to put some greenery here. All right, so let's glue one down. That's going to be hard keeping track of that cap. I'll have to see if anyone out there sells replacement caps. Just hold that for a minute. It'll take a little longer to figure out the gluing because there's a lot of open areas. So you don't want to stick anything inside for a while. I'm just going to hold that for a moment. And then let's take some Zots. Let's see. No, those are my large Zots. I don't want those ones. Yeah, here's my miniscule Zots. I'm going to stack up Poinsettia. These are little tiny, oh, there's some white on the poinsettia that should not be there. So we'll just color that in with some red. And then do I want more greenery this way? And then put some flowers down here? Yes, I do. I'm just holding this for a moment until the glue has found something that it can adhere to. Most likely my fingers that are on the inside. All right, now if I'll put 2 poinsettias here, and there's still some white on this flower. Now, and I will get some rhinestones to fill in the center here. I'm going to put one here, and then one on each side. One over here. I'm just going to decorate the 3 sides of this box so that the last 2 sides can be considered the back. And I'll get my Zots here. I need a medium. And a small. A little bit of white on these edges. That will go there. And now if if I flip this over, let's color this a little bit more so that I can have it going the other direction. And I'm coloring it kind of splotchy because it, so it's not as dark. And then I'm going to put one on this side. And I'm going to hold that on. It seems to have adhered fairly quickly. And then my Zots for my last poinsettia here. And there's some white. Okay, put the cap on my glue. And put that flower there. Now I'm just going to step to my shelves behind me to get my rhinestones. Okay, now I have some gold already that I think the larger one would look nice in the center of the poinsettias. Let's see if I have my angled tweezers here. Oh, yeah, they're right there. Do I want to go with the large or the medium large? Large. Now I need to color, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the clear, make them red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, if I counted right. These are going to go on, oops, uh-oh. I don't see that one. I better do another one. I'll find it later. Okay, because these are going to go on the berry aspects of the stem. So this coming weekend, I am going to the scrapbook convention, Adventures in Stamping in Akron, Ohio. So I hope to be finding a lot of new ideas. My pocketbook's hoping I don't find a whole lot of new products, but I'm sure I will. So I'll try and get a little bit of a video at the convention for you, just to kind of show you what's out there. The in-person conventions keep getting smaller and smaller, it seems, in my area. Oh, there's another one I missed. And I really prefer them. My two friends and I go. We split the cost of a hotel room, and then we each buy our own ticket and admission to the show. And then we just have fun doing make and takes, looking at the new products that are out there, going out to eat, just making it a girls' weekend. Okay, now let's do our stamping. All right, and see what I can fit on that little tag I had die cut. box out of the way. Okay. Now, Christmas. Maybe if I do Merry Christmas. Or have, yeah, Merry Christmas. And put a little snowflake there. And then Mary. I'll do the snowflake separately. Oh. Trying to get these to line up is not going to be easy. As easy as I would like it to be. These stamps are new, so they're ultra sticky, and I've got glue on my fingers from putting the box together. Dried glue, but it remains sticky. All right, now let's pick this up. And I'm going to get a piece of acetate here, put over this, and stamp it down just to see if I'm, whoa. Oh, okay. It picked up the acetate. I wondered what was going on there. All right, let's try that again. Leave the acetate down. Okay, I actually like that placement. So I'll clean the acetate off. And re-stamp up the Merry Christmas. All right, clean off the stamp with a little bit of water. Move those over here. Now I'm going to get my GinaK Designs Cherry Ink Red that I want to do this little flowery snowflake style stamp in. A little bit more. Go. Clean that stamp off. Okay. Right. Now I am going to put, I think, a gold sequin on here. Just because it's bling. I love bling. We're going to put one here. And I'm going to put one in the center of there. Okay, now let's see how to get this on here. So I'm not great at bows. I'll admit that in advance. So don't take off points for my bow making skills. And then I'm going to put this through here and just get this to angle around. I need to put that on the other side. Come on, box. Let's try this again. think I want to move this so that it comes out over here on this side. Then let's put this and then tie the bow on top of that. Okay, that's not my worst bow ever, so there we have one little Christmas gift box. I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to go upstairs and see if I have a tea, pardon me, a tea light to put in here. So I'll be right back. I did find a tea light, just a battery operated one. And so this is how it looks, all lit up. I've turned out my basement lights so it's dark down here. Now I'm going to turn the light on overhead. Hopefully I'll try not to jar the camera. And that's how it looks. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day and have fun with your crafting.